Hello. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Hi, everyone. This is our third episode of Love in the Kitchen, where I am preparing wild fit friendly foods. So this is episode 3. Today we are talking about snacks because that's so important. And I wanted to do snacks today because I needed them. And I thought this is a great time to talk about snacks. So we're going to talk about snacks that you can have, that you want to have handy, because snacks are something that when you're very hungry and there are certain things that you're not eating and it may take a minute to prepare them, you want to have these snacks available. Super, super important. So snacks it is. I am super excited. So today for me is Friday, and I started eating Wild Fit Spring on Monday. So it's been a total of 5 days. It's funny because when I was thinking about making today's video, I didn't know how many days I'd been doing it because it's so easy. And that's what's exciting about this. When I was on a raw food diet, I knew what day it was, 32, 33. I knew each day. When I did my juice fast, I knew every single day what day of the juice fast I was on. On Wild Fit, it's such a comfortable, easy way of living, of eating. It's like it's taking you back to what your body actually craves. And your body just says, oh, okay, and that's what it is. So I'm super excited. So 5 days of eating Wild Fit. I want to tell you the most exciting part. I was talking to my mom today, and she's like, honey, you just sound so happy. Now, I'm a happy person by nature, but I feel so good. And that's something that I forgot, that when I was going through my Wild Fit class, and we have live classes. So you'll see there, it's a 90-day class. There's a video every day to watch, a 10 to 15-minute video. But 3 times a week we meet, we have a live class with those who are taking the class. And what I really loved about our meetings each week was hearing everyone's wins, what they were experiencing. And the biggest thing was how people felt. And it was, people were just saying they feel good. I just feel good. I was telling my mom today, I was like, Mom, I feel so good. And last night I was trying to put a word on how I'm feeling, and it's clarity. I am so clear in my decisions. I don't want to say second guess, but I'm really an overachiever. So when I'm ready to make a decision, I would really look at it. And a lot of times I'd go back and go, oh, I could have done this better, or I could have done that better. And so a lot of that, what I call second guessing. And now I just do it. I'm sure, I'm confident, I'm clear, I'm aware. And this clarity of mind feels so good. And so I'm really excited about this because this is what I was wanting to feel, and it's here. So I'm also noticing, oh my goodness. So not last night, but the night before, I popped out of bed. I think it was about 4 a.m. because I think I was getting ready to meditate. And I popped out of bed really fast because I have so much energy. I feel really good. I feel stronger. And immediately my right calf said, oh, here you go. And it was the biggest cramp ever. I literally was like massaging it. I knew to massage it because my boyfriend in undergrad was an athlete. He played basketball at the university. And so he was like, I would get cramps in my foot, and he would always massage it like really hard, and it would go away. So I knew what to do for it, but I also knew what the cause was, because I'm in Wild Fit Spring. It's similar to keto but different, and so that's why I'm excited for those of you who know about keto to jump on and join this class, because it's comfortable, it's easy, and this is something you can maintain and manage forever. It's not something where you do it and it's like day 20, day 40, and then you're off of it. This is something where there are different versions of what you can do so that you're comfortable. But my right calf was like, and then it was going up to my thigh, and I was like, oh no, my hamstring was like, yeah, we're here too. So I knew that I needed magnesium, because when I was doing the program, I actually had magnesium supplements. That's one of the few supplements that was suggested, and I hadn't been taking them, but that was only day 3. And so what I did was and also my kit. my keto kit had not yet arrived. It arrived late. And so I hadn't been taking these. My plan was to start all of this on Monday, but my kit didn't come in until Tuesday. So when it came in, I didn't have the drinks. I just had the cookies. Because you gotta have cookies. So I had the cookies, but not the drinks. And again, I am doing 30 days. Actually, it's going to be 60 days of WildFit meals. But WildFit class starts on September 20th. This is our disclaimer, because when we're following the WildFit class, we get to a point when we're doing spring, we don't need supplements like this because we're getting everything we need with the foods that we're eating. But right now, what I'm doing is WildFit foods, but I'm doing some hacking because September the 20th is when we start class. So these are hacks, and those of you who are keto know about the hacks. If you don't, definitely get them. So I had the cramp. My legs were saying, hello, good morning. And I was massaging. It was 4 a.m. And I then said, I will take my supplements. And I said, I need to order the magnesium. But then I looked at the ingredients, and my electrolytes have 60% of the daily magnesium that's needed. So this is one of the hacks that came in my kit. I ordered the Keto Starter Kit, and there's a link below. So if you use that link, you will get a $15 discount. And I am really heavy into discounts. It's like the more money I make, the more discounts I love. Like right after college, I really could care less about discounts. It didn't matter. But now it's like, it's significant. If you can get a discount every time you purchase something, just saying. So there's a link below so that you can order the Keto Starter Kit. But this has, and I thought, oh, wow, there's magnesium in here. And I said, well, it's only 60% of your daily value. And then I looked at another hack that came in the kit, the exogenous ketones. And this has 90% of your daily magnesium. So I said, okay, I've got to take this. And this one tastes sweet. It's sweetened with stevia. So, and again, these are hacks that I'm using right now for this 30 days of cooking that I'm doing. When we start class, there'll be none of this. Well, initially there might be. But once we get into WildFit spring in the class, I won't do this. But this is for now. But the meals that I am cooking are WildFit spring. So the meals, the snacks, everything, it's WildFit spring. So this has the magnesium, and it's also pink lemonade. So for me, that's different because I love water. I am a water drinker. I'm a connoisseur of water. My mom laughs when she watches me drink water. Because she can tell that I love it. Like she just cracks up. Over Christmas when I have a house in Vegas too. She was like, honey, you love it. And I do. So when I drink something with flavor in it, it's off-putting for me. But this has the magnesium that I need. So I'm fine with that. I'm like, that's fine. I just do 8 ounces. It's sweet. It tastes like pink lemonade. Most people drink drinks and juices, so I think that's why this is flavored. But I'm fine with it. I'm like, it's a hack, and I'm sure down the line, probably in a couple of weeks, I'm going to really want something sweet. So this will take that place. And this, the exogenous ketones, these actually, it puts you into ketosis for 2 to 3 hours after you drink this. And this is really good to take during the beginning of when people who are doing keto or in the beginning, because it puts your body into ketosis, but it's got the magnesium and the chocolate. This is chocolate. Oh my goodness. It reminds me of the chocolate I had when I was a little girl. I can't put my finger yet on where I had this chocolate, but so good. So I had this the first day. I was like, oh my gosh, this is delicious. And I was looking for the calories. It does have 60 calories, but there's no carbs in here. So this is excellent. So today what I'm doing is I am going to make the exogenous ketones. I'm also going to do an electrolyte drink since we're talking about it. I'll do an electrolyte drink. I wasn't planning to, but I will. When I do my exogenous ketones, I also add the MCT oil powder. So I do add that into it. I got vanilla. I like mixing chocolate and vanilla. That's just what I like. But I got that. These are medium chain triglycerides. So I did get this. And this helps your body to burn fat, break down. It helps break down into ketones. So helps to give you energy. So I do put this in with my exogenous ketones. A lot of people add this to their coffee, and I don't, but I do put it into my exogenous base, and it's delicious. So I'm going to make that today. I'm going to start with, well, I'm going to tell you about these cookies. I told you that I didn't have the drinks on the first 2 days, or the first day I was just having the cookies. But these are the keto cookies, and these are hacks. And I was like, I'm going all in. Like, I am going in, getting into this, releasing the rest of these pounds. My body as well. When I went through the WildFit program, I had a lot of healing to do. My body had healing to do. My lungs had shut down. I shared that on the first video, the intro video. It's the video where I'm holding my test results. Those are lab results. That video I shared, just what had happened, what I'd been through, and all of that. So I will put that video here. It's significant. It's why I'm here today. I'm sharing WildFit because of the healing. But when your body needs to heal, your weight loss will be more slow. You'll still lose weight. I released 20 pounds on the program, another 10 during the holidays, and then another 10, so 40 since WildFit. So you still release, but a little bit more slowly. It's a slow progression, but now my body as well. I'm going in. So the keto cookies. This is the peanut butter cookie. It's delicious. So I'm just telling you, order this. This is, it's so good. Even looks a little orange. Like we're getting ready for pumpkin season. But these are the cookies. 2 come in a pack. So I had one earlier today and I saved this one. My appetite just is not there, which is, I have to get my mindset right about this because I'm accustomed to eating more. And I did have a classic bacon pesto open face sandwich today. That's what I had. I had it at, I think it was about 1:30 maybe 12:30. Maybe it was 12:30. I think I had it at 12:30. I had that today, and then I hadn't eaten. So I had that, and that's right. I had a massage this morning. I went to go and get a massage, so I just had water. And then when I got back, I made that, but I was really hungry. And so I thought, wow, snacks are so important now. But I didn't want to start my day with cookies. I'm like, I don't want to start my day with a keto cookie. Now, this is made with clean ingredients. It's got coconut oil. This is made with clean ingredients, or I would not put it in my body. So this is why I researched companies, I researched products, and this is what I found that is in alignment with things that I put in my body. So that's very important. However, I'd still prefer to start my day off with seaweed chips or a green drink, just something like that. I like to kind of set my body, set the tone. So I have the sandwich, and I made it exactly as I did on yesterday's video. I made a video on episode 2 of Love in the Kitchen where I made it. So definitely check that out and make that sandwich. It is so delicious. It's another benefit of being on WildFit. Food is much more flavorful. It's like each bite is so delicious. And even the turkey bacon, I'm like, I put a little salt on it, a little pepper. It was absolutely delicious. And so the flavors of the food are enhanced when you're on this program. So these are just side effects of it. It's just feeling good, like this confidence, this sureness, this clarity that I have, and the enhanced flavorfulness of the food. But I do want to start off with seaweed chips. I know I've told you about these before. I'm going to start off and show you what they look like, because before I just showed you the package because I wasn't going to eat. It's a little bit later. I've already actually done my dinner walk. I did it early today. I went to get a massage. But this is what they look like. And so they're crispy, they're crunchy, they're salty. They are so good. I'm gonna eat this one. Give it a chance. Order a package of them. 6 come in a package. Have 1 package the first day. 1 container out of the package the first day. Have 1 container, that's the container the second day. By the 3rd day, you'll love it. Love it. Like, I don't eat chips. I eat seaweed chips. I was in Walgreens the other day. The Walgreens across the street from my building. When I first moved here, I was like, I can't believe the products they have here. This is a Walgreens in Vegas. They don't have quality products at Walgreens. But because it's across the street from where I live, they do. So I went and I asked one of the team members, I was like, do you have seaweed chips? He's like, nice try. You gotta ask. So see, look at that. I already picked up another one. I'll put these away for now. I'll be back, don't worry. I'll put those away for now, but those are seaweed chips. They are so good. It takes the place of chips. A lot of what we're looking for with chips is a crunchy, salty, something you can just kind of eat. Most people aren't really present when they're eating chips. They're not taking a bite and looking at the chip and smelling the chip. It's just kind of a crunchy, salty snack that you're wanting. Might be a little hungry. So this, and they have magnesium. So seaweed chips, definitely keep these around in your house when you're on WILDFIT. I order these. I forgot to order them with my last grocery delivery, but other than that, I order them every time. My intention is to order them every time I order groceries because it's such a good snack. And this is a great way to start off your eating in the beginning of the day. I like to start with my celery water, which I've just discovered, but some days I'll start with the seaweed chips, just depending on how my body feels. Some days my body's like, no food. So I'll have the seaweed chips. And some days my body's like, oh, okay. So I'll have the celery water. But what I want to do right now is make the exogenous ketones. I'm making the chocolate vanilla drink. So I'll do that now. And yeah, let's get started. It's actually, it's 7:40 where I am. And I'm going to drink this, number one, because I need to get the additional magnesium into my body. And I'm going to talk to you about the second component of it. It is this inspirational. I told you I went to get a pedicure this morning. It was this, I had my manicure. I had a massage this morning. I just came back from a pedicure. So I kind of did a me day. So when I was getting my pedicure, I forgot my book. So I listened to this inspirational workshop from Eric Thomas, and he just made some points that really hit home for me, and I feel are bringing me into this next chapter of exactly what it is I am doing. So let's make the chocolate vanilla shake. And then once that's ready, as I'm drinking it, I will talk to you about this next chapter, this next piece of inspiration. It wasn't even motivation, it was inspiration. It was exactly what I needed to hear at exactly the right time. So let's get started with our drink. So I have a glass. I'm using as my base coconut milk. This is this is what I'm using. It's organic. And this is what I'm using as my base. If you're looking at the carbs, there is less than 1 gram of carbs per cup. And so that's what I'm using. And again, I'm doing 20 or fewer carbs during this journey. And so first thing I'm doing is pouring in about 9 ounces of the base. Actually, that's more like 12, but so I'll do about 12 ounces of the base. My base, again, is the coconut milk. This adds, for your smoothies, it adds the perfect flavor when there's chocolate. Also, when there is lemon, it is just the right complement. So, and now I will open up. This is our exogenous base. Now, these come in different flavors. There's a salted caramel, there's vanilla, chocolate, there's peanut butter. So you get 1 scoop, and this chocolate Still trying to decide where I've smelled this. It just brings back a memory from childhood that I haven't placed yet. But 1 scoop of the chocolate, and I'm actually going to put this in the blender. So let's do that. Let's bring that closer. Okay, so I poured the coconut milk into my Vitamix and 1 scoop of the exogenous base. And again, this will put you into ketosis for 2 to 3 hours. It's excellent for when you're just starting out, lowering your carbs just to get your body accustomed to being into ketosis. And the exogenous base has 0 carbs. The MCT oil powder has 3 carbs. So I'll put 1 scoop of the vanilla, and that's what I love. Anytime I do a chocolate smoothie, I always do half chocolate, half vanilla. So 1 scoop of the vanilla powder, the MCT oil powder. And then you can add a hint of nutmeg for now. But these are the ingredients I'm going to blend. So blending, giving it a really nice blend. And I like to really blend well because what that does is it puts air pockets in the shake when you give it a nice blend for about a minute, and it makes it creamy. Okay. And this is our drink. It's really quick and easy to make. The scoops are already provided. The carbs are low. And the magnesium is included. So this is our delicious vanilla chocolate shake. The MCT oil, you can also get chocolate. They're different flavors, but I like the vanilla chocolate, so that's what I get. Okay, so this is our drink. It's absolutely delicious. It's not too sweet, it's sweet enough. It's a rich chocolatey flavor. I just figured out what it reminds me of. My best friend's grandmother, Grandma Georgette, the chocolate cake that she made. Chocolate cake with chocolate icing with yellow cake. This is what the chocolate icing smelled like. That's what the smell reminds me of. I've never had chocolate icing like that before. It was so delicious. But what I wanted to talk about as far as motivation and why I'm having my drink at 7:48 and I've already done my dinner walk. But as you know, I do get up at 4 in the morning. I get up at 4, I meditate for an hour and a half. Then it's 5:30. I start working at 8. My goal is to stay awake after I meditate because I've got 2.5 hours. It's like free hours to do anything. And so the days that I do stay awake, I do an hour of either ballet or Ashtanga yoga. I'm a certified Ashtanga yoga instructor, so I can do my yoga right here. And so I'll do an hour of that. And then I'll focus on my business for an hour. I have a half hour for coffee, writing affirmations, just things that are important to me for the day. But it's a sacred time, and it's so exciting. And there was a week when I did it. I stayed awake for 4 days out of that week. And then I got out of the habit. And so I was listening to Eric Thomas's video today, and he just gave some statements that really were what I needed, because if I can just stay awake during that 2.5 hours, what I can accomplish for my body. Now I do my hour walk at night, my dinner walk. I do that. That's rain or shine. I do that. But the body needs to stretch, and either Ashtanga or ballet is the complement that the body needs. I know a lot of people are just runners and they get stiff over time. But ballet or yoga is going to add that fluid for your joints. And so that's the complement. And so it's just, and I think it adds a layer of discipline. Getting up at 4:30, that's in me. I do that. I meditate for an hour and a half. But to stay awake and then exercise and it's dark out, it's still dark at 5:30 on Miami Beach. And then after that, to put another hour into my business, it's just it's this next level. So he was talking about when you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, you'll be successful. And he was talking about a guru who had taken a devotee out into a lake, and he kept bringing him out, and then the guru put his hand on the devotee's head and pushed it under the water, and he kept it under there until the devotee was uncomfortable, then brought him up, and he said, what did you want to do when you were under the water? And the devotee said, I wanted to breathe. And the guru said, when you want to succeed as much as you wanted to breathe, that's when you'll be successful. And so that was one of the points that he brought home. And he also said that all men are created equal. Some work harder in the preseason. And I talk about that all the time. I'm like, your off time, that's the preseason. What you do when you're not working on the weekends. I was talking to a friend the other day, and I was like, yeah, I'm a little tired. I had work. She's like, are you gonna watch a little TV? And I didn't tell her no, but I'm like, I don't watch TV. That's not what I do. I do listen to inspirational YouTube videos, and I'm usually doing that when I'm doing something else in the background, but I don't watch TV. It's just not a part of me. But there's something else that I can do as well, that it's time for me to level up. So that just listening to him, I was like, wow, this is really important for me to hear. What are you doing in your preseason? For me, my preseason is in the mornings after I meditate, before I work. That's my preseason. And I know that it's a big deal for me to get up at 4 and meditate. That was a thought for a while. And so I went on a meditation retreat. We got up at 4 twice. And after that, I've just been getting up at 4 meditating. So I was like, I've already done it twice. I'm already in the habit. I'm not going to stop doing it and then restart it again. I'm like, I've already done it twice. It's already a habit. So the next point that he brought home is be able to, at any moment, sacrifice what you are for what you want to become. And when he said that, I thought about that, and I said, yeah, I said, what I am right now is someone who I get up at 4, I meditate, all right, good, success, but then I go back to sleep, and I can sacrifice who I am right now. Someone who goes back to sleep, sleeps during that 2.5 hours for who I want to be, which is someone who goes in. I just want to go in on my goals. And so I heard that as well. And then he mentioned pain is temporary. It lasts a day, a month, a year, but eventually the pain goes away. It will subside and something else will take its place. And I thought about that, and I said, something else is going to take the place of me staying awake after I meditate and exercising. Now, I do see the difference now that I'm meditating at 4 a.m., and that would be another time we'll talk about that, possibly on at meditationrising.com. It would be more appropriate. But the changes I've seen with that are, I'm a different person. And so that I do see, but there's another component, there's another layer. And so I thought of that, like, yeah, by giving myself that hour every morning, whether I work that day or not, is really going to, after over time, something else is going to replace who I once was. And yeah, it's going to be exciting seeing that, like what's going to happen when I do that, when I give that to myself. And I thought about it. I said, even on weekends, I still get up at 4 and meditate on weekends, but I go back to sleep and I'm like, ooh, juicy sleep now. I've already meditated. But now I'm going to meditate, then practice either Ashtanga or ballet for an hour, take a shower, and then go back to sleep. So that is going to be a little bit of a change. I'm just gonna tweak there. And the another take home point that he mentioned is like a voicemail saying, "Sorry, I'm not available until the end of this year. You've reached the right number, but you called me at the wrong time." And that's kind of how I feel right now. Like these 2 months, I am going in, and I had thought about it. It's like I really will probably need 3. I am going in on this Wild Fit Spring. I'm documenting it so that you can see what I'm seeing. You can see the changes. You can see what Wild Fit does, and along the way. So, but I really like that is that this is important. This is more important. If you call, I may not answer. You know, you call the right person. So I liked that. And then at one point he said, "Will the real you please stand up?" And I just had this picture of like several versions of me sitting down, and then that with, "Will the real Simone Simpson please stand up?" and then me standing. But me being me in my strength with my goals attained, meaning that I'm here now and then I'm going to set new goals. But I really like that as well. And then he said, "Stop waking up like an accident. You owe you." And I was like, ooh, that's kind of what I feel like when I get up and meditate for an hour and a half and go back to sleep and I wake up, it feels like an accident. Like, ooh, okay, I'm running late now, or now I've only got a half hour or 40 minutes. And so that's what it feels like an accident. So just a few take home points. And it was the perfect timing for me to hear that. And I thought, wow, this is a great time for me to implement this, for me to really go at it, because it's important. It's important to me. And he talked about people, average is easy. And he said, everyone is average. Average is just there. And good are those who do a little bit more, but greatness are those who are getting up at 4, they're getting up at 5. They're doing this extra things that no one else is doing, and people would understand if you don't. So I was like, it's time for me. I'm going all in. Perfect time to hear that. So I'm going to let you know along the way how I feel. And I think this being on the Wild Fit Spring helps because it gives you energy. And that's going to definitely make a difference when I'm up in the mornings. So, and making myself stay up, because I do notice, like when I go back to sleep lately, I'm not closing my eyes and falling asleep. I'm kind of laying there for a while. Like I've been going online shopping, doing a few things. So I could definitely stay up. It's a mindset thing. So it's a me and me game, and I'm ready to get on it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to drink my chocolate vanilla shake, and then I'm going to finish my seaweed chips. Oh my goodness. That's a good combination, right? Chocolate vanilla shake, seaweed chips. I'm going to finish my seaweed chips, but I have to eat them. I've already opened them. And once you open them, they do get soft, but I want to eat them anyway. So thank you so much for watching. And I weigh on Saturdays. So I will weigh tomorrow. And I just weigh once a week. I was talking to someone on the phone when I got up to do some shopping after I meditated one day. And I told her that I was on keto and I was a little bit cold and all of that. But she was giving me some tips, some pointers for being on keto. But I'll weigh on Saturday. She asked me how much I lost. I said, I don't know. I'm going to weigh on Saturdays. But I do feel that my body's released. I feel stronger. I know that. I feel stronger. I feel better, kind of like euphoric. I feel stronger. I feel better, euphoric, happier, more clear, more sure. I am more sure. I'm not doubting me anymore. I am sure. That feels good. And I have more energy, more clarity. So now that I've given myself that, I can use these extra tools I've given myself to stay up in the mornings. So I'll let you know. Imagine that, a year of that. a year of not just meditating in the mornings, but I already do that, but an hour of either ballet or Ashtanga every morning, and then an hour focused on my business. Imagine me in a year, what that's going to do. I don't know what it's going to do. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching. This is our third episode of Love in the Kitchen, where I was talking about snacks and the importance of magnesium in your diet. You're going to release a lot of water. With that goes magnesium from your body, and you can get fatigue, you can get cramps. That's what people call keto flu. So having the exogenous base, the electrolytes, having all of those, the seaweed chips, that will prevent that, so that you can really enjoy this process. Because once your body starts burning ketones, then your body naturally just feels good. But these are hacks along the way. So glad you're here. I will see you tomorrow. Let you know what happens with the scale. Thank you so much for joining, and enjoy the rest of your night. Sending dreams your way.